You're listening to Red Gorilla Network, the Kong of Casting.
Sí, bueno. Bienvenidos, Mercedes Carrera y Garcia. There we go. Here we go, kids. Back to another action-packed episode of Real Seduction Radio. Remember, it's also a website, REEL Seduction.com. Tonight, our guest is Mercedes Carrera, the queen of Twitter, and the master of photography, Mr. Rick Garcia himself.
Is there another Rick Garcia?
What?
Is there another Rick Garcia?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think pretty much you are.
Because I just started. I mean, I'm still practicing.
Stop.
You did not just start.
Stop.
Today about 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I'm like, no way. You did not just start. From what Chris has been talking about for a week about your talents.
How Chris likes to elaborate his stories.
Big time.
So just
Exaggerate,
take
yeah.
that into consideration.
Everything
Okay.
bigger than life.
I'll try.
I actually look at his work and steal from him. So that's how I can.
Oh,
Bam!
flattery right there.
That's cool. Wow, dude. That's cool. Yeah.
So how does everybody know Chris?
He owes me money, so.
Bastard!
I do. $5
Bastard!
from when I left Vegas. I'm like, bro, can I have $5 for breakfast? Because we found that one breakfast place. What was that life-changing
Oh,
restaurant?
man. The
Blueberry Hill.
Where's that at?
Where's that?
Oh, and like Tropicana.
Right.
And
It's wherever.
Paradise.
Yeah.
They
It was
probably
awesome.
run parallel, so everyone's like, dude, you don't know Vegas.
We don't.
But you get to this blueberry place, and whatever they had on the main platter, you're just like, just give me that, dude. It looks stupidly good.
Meals are like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
You give them like $6.
It's one of those
That's
places.
it?
It was crazy. It was like the local, off the
Yeah.
strip, no hassle, no drama. Hey, sugar, you want more coffee?
Yeah,
And you're
it was
like,
awesome.
fuck, I'm staying. This is
Just gonna move in.
kidding me?
There you go.
And the greatest, like when Rick and I lived up there in Vegas, I found the International Pinball Arcade.
There's a lot of stuff up there that you found. Because you just wandered.
Vegas, man. There's everything out there.
Yeah.
Mercedes, where are you originally from?
I'm from LA originally.
Woo, LA woman.
I'm like one of the few people I actually know in LA. who's from
Nice.
Born and raised.
Born and raised?
Look at this.
Holy
look
crap.
Look, you got
Bourbon.
Latinos.
2
who are born and
miles
raised
from
here.
where I'm living is basically where I grew up. So
Get out.
pretty local, pretty
Wow.
local
Well,
regulars.
The odds of getting that many natural-born Californians in one room, it's
Not
pretty
awful.
rare. No.
Dude,
Yeah.
not. Because, Behani, you're from where?
Florida.
Like a city? in
Orlando.
Florida? Okay.
Yeah.
Like you grew up near Disney World.
Yeah. I got Disneyed out by the time I was like 6.
Fuck yeah, we did out here.
How do you get Disneyed out by the time you're 6?
won't
Like,
go.
you know what?
Well,
no.
both of my parents worked in like some kind of hospitality field. My mom was general manager for a few hotels, and then my dad was a manager at a car rental company. So SeaWorld, Wet n Wild, Universal Studios, Disney, all those tickets like came all the time.
Yeah.
So I got
That's
Disneyed
how we are
out.
with California. Like California with Disney out here. We're like, come on, really?
Sure.
But I've never been to Disney out here since I've been here.
You have a way better one. The fact
That's what
that you can,
everybody
like,
says.
You get on a tram in the parking lot and then cruise for a while to get to the hotel or to the front gate.
Right.
And ours is just like, well, you're in the parking lot. Come on in.
Ah.
We were supposed to actually have Burbank in Disneyland in Burbank back in the 50s, but they turned it down. Then they wanted to have the UCLA campus in Burbank, and they turned that down.
So instead, we got an airport.
None of this. Exactly.
And Warner Brothers. That's about it. Warner
So-
Brothers.
Mercedes, you're doing all kinds of new, great, amazing, wonderful things. You've been in the business like a
Cool.
year.
Not even a year.
A year? What?
Well,
Really?
no, because you said 11 months 2 months ago
No,
on
no.
your AVN interview.
No. No, I started in August of 2014.
Wow.
Holy, and you're
Yeah.
already an AVN banner girl for the 2016.
True.
That's fucking nuts. Good for you. That's huge.
Yeah, it was a big honor that they chose me, so that was very, very cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, your interview you did for them was amazing. That's going to come out on avnlive.com really soon.
Oh, I'm excited to see that. Yeah, they're awesome.
That was a fun piece to shoot and edit of you. That was really cool.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Dude, Rick is totally like sneaking photos of me and showing me like cool shots of Mercedes. I'm like, wait a minute, am I on the show or am I watching a porn right now? I'm getting turned on.
Do that. We just start flicking through hot photos of
I'm
Mercedes.
so confused these days because everything's, is it porn? Is it normal life?
Yeah.
It's
it
all
kinda
what it
bleeds
blends as
into-
one big mass.
And those GIFs, is it GIFs? GIF? Is that how you do it?
GIF.
GIFs? I get so teased by those on Twitter. I'm like, what? They're actually doing a video, and then you see like 2 seconds. I'm
No,
like,
yeah.
fuck you.
It's like one quick stroke over and over.
Yeah, it's like, okay, can you just add a couple more seconds so I get a little bit
If
of
it's
variety?
the right stroke, it can work if you're really,
I'm really picky. It takes me a half hour to find a good porn.
really.
Yeah, I'm really picky.
What kind of porn do you like?
Well, I don't mind like orgies. Not orgies, like more threesomes.
Gangbangs.
No.
You don't like that name.
No. Threesomes are just girl on girl, but aggressive girl on girl.
Not
Not
a-
the soft. I don't need some pedals.
Like
you know?
strap-on sex or what?
It could be that. It could just be the women like just really being aggressive with each other like a man could, but still be passionate
You
about
gotta
it.
watch a Lily Cade scene then, because she literally stashes a strap-on, cruises in
Strap-ons
a
are great.
fucking suit,
Yeah.
whips this fucking thing out like, you're gonna suck it. You're like, fuck yeah, dude.
She's a man with a vagina.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Fuck, dude.
There you
Filmed
go.
a couple of her scenes. Those are gnarly.
So I like. Okay, Chris calls me the civilian because I'm not. You
It's
know,
kind of the porn thing of like, you're
I
not
know.
a performer or in a
I
crew.
know.
So
I
like,
know. But I generally don't like to. I like to look everything up after the show because then I get to know you. But I don't look anything up ahead. So that way, you know, I get to ask the questions from a civilian's perspective.
Oh, nice.
So, what got you into porn?
Oh, you know, I kind of
Giant
felt.
boobs.
Yeah, boobs.
The nice boobs.
Well-
the nice tan boobies in front of me.
Well, no, I thought to myself, like, what would be the ideal job? And I sat with it, and I was
There
like,
you go.
I want to fuck the top 1% of the top 1% of people who are hot and fuck
Cool.
well. So, and I did the like normal thing. Like I got into, I started
Modeling or something?
I started modeling when I was really
Okay.
young, but I got into the industry when I was already 31.
Wow.
So
no, that's pretty rare.
Wait,
a lot of
you're
people don't do
31?
that.
I'm
Yeah,
32.
Kid, I
had
did
no idea.
not believe that.
Yeah.
I thought you were 23, 24.
No.
Fuck.
Right there,
Yeah.
that's right.
24 tops.
Nope, 32.
Because when
God
you said
bless
that
you.
on the interview before, I'm like, bullshit.
Show me,
That's
they
crazy.
card me. Yeah.
No one comes in and says they're way old. That's amazing.
It's just the truth. So
Fuck.
so I worked normal jobs. I went to school for engineering, got a
Oh, that's
degree.
hot.
I went and I worked in aerospace and I worked in telecom. And
Oh, I'm turning
and
on.
then I ended up doing mainstream, like behind the scenes AV production work, and then
Cool.
I fell into performing, and I was like, this is the best
So,
job ever.
do
I
you think
graduated high school.
Dude, yeah. I'm like, I'm just looking down, looking around, like, I'm going to pick my nose for a minute.
Do you think that you started working behind the scenes because you kind of wanted to get a feel for it before you dived right into it?
Well,
or?
actually, I was working behind the scenes in mainstream.
Okay.
Not in adult,
Okay.
but I knew people in
Okay.
adult, so I kind of
Everybody knows that porn guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're my
He was
porn
always
guy.
the
Oh,
porn
God.
guy.
Well, I know this one dude that's done a lot of weird things.
So I had
Give him a call.
Yeah, you.
Late. It's always the midnight calls. Hey, I got a friend. Hey, what do you need?
He's a husky voice.
Just hanging out. Doing my thing.
I'm not sure if I want to like buy drugs right now.
Yeah. See, I'm the guy you want to call
you want
because
to
texting
do-
loses it.
You've
You
always, every show you talk about how you want to do truck stop porn.
Yes.
Especially with
Yes.
his voice.
Gee, I was a truck driver for 30 years.
Rent a fucking Peterbilt and go up and down the 5 and just in a fucking tiger stripe sleeveless going, hey, come here, you crack whore. Just bang these fucking crazy
They're called
bitches.
lot lizards.
Maybe
There we
old
go.
school.
The lot lizards.
lizards.
And have that
Lot
on the
lizards.
side of the fucking truck in flames. Yup.
The
Will
picture
Hall
gets
for
bigger
lot
and
lizards.
bigger every
Oh,
episode.
shit.
I love
You just
it.
got this sleazy camper in back that's all fucking velveted out.
There you go.
Bondage straps, fucking GoPros, all, yeah. What are you doing? That'd be weird.
Yeah. No, that would
weird.
be weird.
I don't know if anyone
So-
would
Can't
buy
do
it.
it anymore though.
Mercedes,
Yeah.
what have, especially since you've only been doing it for, not that long,
Yeah.
what haven't you done yet that you want to do?
Ooh.
Well, so today I actually came straight from my first anal on camera.
Wait,
shoot.
what?
Wow.
Your first what?
My first anal on camera shoot.
And
So
you're sitting in that chair.
I know. I don't need a cushion. I think I need a donut or something that comes in it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's cool because, it's like the industry has all these stacked kind of, if you're from the outside, it's like you start in, and a lot of them go solo, and then girl, and then boy-girl. I went straight to the boys because I like the boys. But so anal scenes, and then, from there it's like DPs and gangbangs.
Because, that's my next thought. Now that you've done anal, when's the
The
DP?
sky's the limit.
when you do your anal, then you're like, well, you're already cool with your pussy.
Now
so
I could just
let's
take it
bring
in
them
every
together.
hole.
Well, she probably has to I don't know. You probably have to warm it up a little bit, right?
No, I'm
Especially
not
if it's
just
your
saying
first
fuck
time.
start banging it.
Okay. Remember, I'm a civilian. Sorry.
But that's good though. No, but I'm just saying down in the course of like her shooting career, now that she's already cool with anal.
Yeah.
And she's
you're
already
right.
doing vag. All those filthy people are like, hey, can we fill it all up? Can you say airtight? Bring in 3 guys and
There
they
you
just
go.
kind of try it out.
There you go. Oh, wow.
Oh, I saw a gift the other day. It was a double anal vag scene. Who was that? It was fucking amazing though. I was mesmerized. I kept
Like double anal. That's like when
Double
you're like,
anal
okay,
vag.
dude, I'm
That's
going to stick
crazy.
my dick in and then you just
That's like an
fucking
arm.
stick
That's
it
like a
right
fist
next to
arm,
mine.
right?
That's what it looked like.
God.
Okay, double penetration. At least you have that like division. There's like a wall.
Yeah, this was double anal and vag. So it was a double anal
my
DP.
God. I don't know how guys
yeah.
feel about their dicks touching together. Like, that's
not
just
me.
so
No.
weird.
Sorry, no.
I never occurred, like none of this occurred to me until I got in porn. I was like, people do this?
Yeah, no, I know.
People do.
But if you do 2 guys and they're checking themselves out more than you,
Yeah, there's a thing
But
there.
it's that kind of scene.
Yeah, there's a thing there.
We're adding other kinds of penetration.
it's just kind of weird when they get to the pop and they're like 5 minutes till they're ready and one's in her mouth and one's in her pussy, but they're
Yeah.
scoping each other
Yeah.
out
Oh,
going,
yeah.
so what are
Yeah.
you doing for dinner? Whoa! I mean, that's cool, but come on, bro.
I've seen that.
You're kind of ruining my fantasy because you guys are way into each other.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that, but
I only had one threesome where it was 2 guys. Every other threesome I've had has been 2 girls, and it was weird. But they didn't do anything together. They weren't into each other. It was weird because I got to enjoy all the pleasure. I never had that before. Yeah.
see, I was
So-
like, one of my best friends were like, dude, let's bang this chick. And then he tries giving me the fucking high five, and I'm like, dude, you
Don't
know,
touch me.
If you high five me,
touch
I might
me.
knock you out.
Wood.
Banging her ass. I'm getting a blowjob. He's like, woohoo. I'm like, put your fucking
See,
hand
that's
down.
something Josh would do.
Josh, be like,
That's
bro,
something
touch me,
Josh
touch
would
me.
do.
Come here. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fist bump.
Yeah, probably
Whoa.
the fist bump. So, Rick, how did you get into the industry? You're a great photographer. How long have you been doing it?
Thank you. By chance, I started out shooting tattoo conventions. with this.
Cool.
And
And you've got some nice sleeves.
That's where I got all that stuff.
Yeah.
From there, I met people in the music industry who wanted me to shoot them at their clubs and their gigs, and so I started doing that. Worked for a music magazine there. Then from there, I met some fetish people who asked me to come to their gigs. And I was, okay, sure, I got nothing else to do.
It's
you know.
all, yeah.
And then from there, I went to the porn people invited me to their parties, and so I just started shooting like paparazzi stuff or red carpet stuff, for
Yeah.
porn events, and it just progressed from there. I met people from AVN and said, "Hey, can we use some of your photos for our magazine?"
Cool.
Oh, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm not a trained photographer.
Yeah.
But, I had a little point and shoot, and stuff. So,
What's your favorite kind of scene to shoot?
girl.
Girl. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Making out for 20 minutes, you're still rolling. You're like, we're good. We need more footage.
Have you ever had to deal with a diva and you're like, okay, let me just get through the fucking day.
Never.
Again.
Not one. You answered that.
I've heard some
Never.
You don't have to say any names because I know you want to protect your image.
Choked up for a minute. I'm like, and Rick just
You've told me a couple of stories, but I'm not going to say any
No, we
names.
can't, no.
No, I would never because I don't want to jeopardize.
Well, you just have to roll with it, and
Yeah.
sometimes you'll get someone who thinks they're in charge,
Oh yeah.
but they're not signing the checks.
Yeah,
So
they're not
in
paying the
charge. So
bills.
you have to put your foot down, and
Yeah.
because as a photographer, you have to get directions.
We're always in trouble. We're in the middle
Yeah.
between performers and crew.
Yeah, so
And also kind of like a director too sometimes.
Yeah,
You have
definitely.
to wear that hat too. If there's not one in the room or the one that's in the room is too busy being a dick or something.
what I find really fascinating is that I get a lot of girls. I do a lot of trade shoots at my house and other places,
Cool.
and I direct. I mean, I tell you everything to do. You've worked with me, and girls tell me,
Wait, divas in the business, Rick Garcia, yes. Hell yes. This man has a camera and I have a camera. I step away because he will kick my ass. No, Rick comes into events and wonderfully orchestrates everyone in the room, places them, checks their outfits. Okay, now everybody look at me. I'm like, you motherfucker, you are good. I yell, and Rick tells them, like, fatherly, come together. God, Rick, we love you.
It's my age.
I think it's wonderful. You're like Daddy Bear. Dude, you go to events and just everybody comes to you.
Aw.
What would you like us to do? You've trained the entire industry when they see you.
Well, you have to, man. You get all these guys with cameras. They think they're photographers, and they get a bunch of girls. And everyone's looking in different directions. So you got to take charge. Especially there's only a handful of us that actually do work for magazines. All these other guys are just fans with cameras, and
True.
So you got to step up there and do your job, and then step away. It's your turn, but as long as I get my stuff,
Yeah.
And the magazines, we both work for AVN and XBiz, and they want specific stuff. And not only that, but I like to give the talent the photos as well. I'm probably one of the only guys around that
does
I'm a
that.
tweeter whore. A lot of my photos end up on Twitter.
I try.
And
I try to
I
keep
also
up.
contact the talent and send photos like I did with you for the last Bonnie Rotten set we did.
Yeah.
So I try to take that extra step, and that's built up a lot of
Trust.
goodwill,
Big
trust.
time
Yeah, where
trust.
people want to
Yeah.
come back and
Big
work with
time.
you.
Absolutely.
When
Yeah.
they know who you are and you're willing to give them things, they want to offer you better gigs when it's available to you.
Cool.
Not only that, I just love taking pictures.
Yeah.
I really do. I enjoy that format. I can
Yeah.
look at a photo and just tell a story in that photo, and so I just enjoy that.
Yeah, that's cool. So have you guys just worked together once, Mercedes and Rick? Or?
Yeah, one feature. I think I've met you at parties, but never on a feature.
That's true. Yeah, I think just on one for Bonnie Rotten's Big
big-
Tit pinups.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool.
cool.
It was very cool.
That was one of her movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great setup.
Yeah, we had fun. Yeah, it's my forte, man. That's why I did pin-up photography for a while.
Nice.
So,
I've
so-
seen a lot of
So
that,
cool.
like downtown
Yeah.
LA things.
Yeah. Bonnie calls me up and says, "You want to do this?" Hell yeah, I'm there.
Sure.
Very cool.
It was very cool, and this why we love Rick as performers.
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Because it's so great to really work with people who support us, in that way too. It's like you take great photos
Oh,
and
thanks.
you post them for us, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, people like you make it very easy for me. I just point the camera and click, and there it is. We got magic.
Right. Right.
Well, one thing that I've kind of noticed in, just the few minutes we've been broadcasting so far is that, you both are very humble and it seem like you've got like a good head on your shoulders to where you're really going through it, especially, you having a lot of experience and you just getting in the industry, like you're not immature about it at all. You guys sound like you're doing your thing and doing really good.
It helps to be 10 years older than the average age of a lot of the girls coming. I mean, because
Rick looks up Connie.
I'm too old already.
But this is a really great industry. I mean, the first 2 months I was in, I paid off my student loan debt that I had still been carrying, and I paid off my car, and I went, wow, like I've been working for years to be able to accomplish it. So I'm grateful to work. I mean, every day that they'll hire this 32-year-old, I'm happy about it.
Well, honey, you don't look nowhere near it.
Thanks.
You don't. So you've got that on you. I want to take a second because we also have someone else in the studio who is a big fan of Mercedes. We have Mike from Dudes on Dudes, which is another show that we have on Red Guerrilla Network.
On Mondays. Mondays at 8?
Mondays at 8.
Nice.
Chris asked Mike to come in to the studio tonight. So, did
Mike
you?
was stoked, yeah.
Was there any questions
I called
you
off
wanted?
work tonight.
Oh, no, true fan. There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Did you want to ask Mercedes any questions? Or?
I'm just enjoying this. I wanted to stop by and see what the show was all about for a long time. So when he said that he was
Cool.
having you on, it's just
This
a good
is probably
opportunity.
our classiest, cleanest.
Yeah, a lot classier than our show.
No. Of real seduction. This is like.
Oh,
This is very intellectual. Notice I'm shutting the fuck up. People are like, how the fuck did Chris Kane get these people to come here? They actually have like jobs and lives. They're usually on the edge going, holy shit, I'm getting a boner. Let's talk about anal. Yeah.
Boner?
Yeah, I usually get creepy. I'm just sitting here like, wow, I feel like I'm sitting in a lecture and wow.
A job? I've been retired for years.
But-
I take pictures as a hobby.
Well, I tried making it a career.
Are we going back and forth?
To what?
No, just I tried doing it as a hobby. I tried doing it as a career.
I just think it's incredible.
Seriously, I'm retired.
Oh, cool.
I was a truck driver for 30 years. I owned my own company, sold that, and do this
Nice.
as a hobby. Yeah.
How is I could never do that. How I mean, did you just you owned your own company? Did you ever do the driving too, or you just?
Yeah. Yeah, for
what's
30
the,
years.
What's the furthest you ever went?
Just to the Midwest, New Mexico and back.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay.
It was easy work.
Yeah.
So that's why when you talked about the truck driver porn, I said,
You were like,
I was there, dude. I know all about it.
I lived the life.
I was there. I know all about those lodges.
Those long nights, late nights. There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go. That's cool. So, have you done any work with Mercedes, Chris?
I met her on Meet the New Girls at AVN, and that was in the
Okay.
same month she started. We had a seamless put up. We had a step and repeat set up. Then I lit a video interview, and then another interview with Todd Hunter. And you came in amongst, I think, 13 other girls that night. And I was like, holy shit, who is this girl?
She stood out.
She knows how to pose. She's really cool. She's very friendly and very professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that impressed me immediately. So when AVN called me up to go shoot interviews for the Banner Girls, which are usually anywhere from 5 to 7 of the top industry performers to represent our business, she was right there. And I wasn't even surprised. But what shocked me is in the interview, she's like, yeah, I've only done this since like August of last year. And we never bring on anyone that new to represent
Right.
the entire adult industry. So
Yeah, I was shocked that they
very
did.
impressed. Seriously, like,
Thanks.
I've done this I've been to 23 AVN shows. Yeah. It's kind of cool to see them really pay attention to the pulse of the industry, pick you out, and you do so well because you speak so eloquently about
Yeah.
where this business is coming and going, and you know your presence is definitely needed. It's really cool.
Thanks. Well, I love the industry, and when I first walked into it, I was like, oh, this is mainstream, but we're filming a different type of content. And what I found was that the people are really cool. It's great work, and it makes me sad how it's vilified from the outside.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I've been very vocal, and I think that's part of the reason AVN brought me on to represent is I've been very vocal publicly about this is what the industry is, this is what it's not. I'm new to it, and I can tell you from prior experience, here are the issues and here's what's made up. And, I think that it gets a really bad rap for no reason. So I'm grateful that people are giving me the platform now with social media. There's
Right.
a lot of opportunity. I go on YouTube streams all the time. I talk about gaming and technology and porn and all kinds of things. And I do that because I think that it's important for us in the industry to be accessible to the people from the outside so that we're not
Very
vilified.
good.
Right.
Very good. Yeah. That's kind of like what because I work with a recording studio, so that's kind of like the artist, the musician. You can't really just be a musician, or you can't really just play one instrument. You've got to play guitar and piano, or be able to write chords, and then also do other things and paint or act or do this. So that's really good that you're taking on that role.
There's so many people in the industry that are really talented and multi-talented, and I've had other professions. I mean, this room is full of it. So, people who are really multi-talented, and I think it's important to highlight that to the outside world because it personalizes us as people.
Yeah.
So it's easy for people who are civilians in the outside world to say, "Oh, those horrible, filthy, porn people that are all doing drugs and they're debauchery, blah 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 blah." And I'm in it going, okay, yeah, there's some partying, but there's also really talented, amazing people.
Yeah.
Who are really complex and multidimensional. Like, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Well, there was this photo I saw a few weeks ago of I think it was like red carpet stuff from the AVN Awards, and then you had the red carpet from the celebrities that went to like the.
If you
Met
saw
Ga- the
those,
Met
you saw
Gala.
Rick's work. Rick is the king of the AVN red carpet photo shoot. No,
There you go.
literally,
Yeah. There you
literally.
So I saw your work. But
I think it's amazing.
People did a
Thank you, sir.
side-by-side comparison of like the celebrities that went to what is that?
Ah, they're all trashy.
The
and
art
The
gallery.
Met Gala.
Yeah, and you see how the porn stars are dressed very classy and elegant, showing but not overly showing. And then you see J-Lo and Beyonce and whoever else with their ass hanging out. And I mean, not that that's
saw
bad,
that. Yeah,
but
I
you
remember
can
that
see
now,
the
yeah.
comparison.
Right.
So that just kind of like,
Come on. Come on.
I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm kind of like coordinating and rolling with what she's
I
saying.
laughed at that so hard because it's like, here's our nice little pity porn girls, and look at these filthy whore mainstream.
I didn't think they were filthy whores.
So many more trashy fucking outfits.
I'm just
And
saying.
we picked 3, and we're like, there's a pity Disneyland.
I'm not saying that they were filthy whores, but the porn stars
was the
always
better
get
part
this
of it.
bad rep.
Yeah,
Yes.
they do. They
You
do.
know, and here is, here's a little proving point right there.
True.
You know?
It's really similar to mainstream. That's what I noticed coming into it from being in mainstream. I walked in and I went, this is the same. And so the actresses run the gamut just like they do in mainstream. They do. And
Yeah.
and the issues that a lot of the girls have in the porn industry, a lot of them have in mainstream too. It's just hidden because they have better publicists. Of
course.
That's,
Nice. That's true. Going back into mainstream work, it's very much like porn.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So you get any weirdos on Twitter?
Me?
Yeah.
I
Have you had
love
that yet?
You know what? It's so funny because so he called me the queen of Twitter, tongue in cheek for a reason, because I'm a super geek, really, in my personal life, and I'm on social media all the time because I'm friends with all these gamers online.
Right.
So I end up talking with the channers and the shit tossers, and so I end up in these Twitter wars. And then these anti-porn activists started targeting me because of all the traction that I have online. So I got into this full-on war with Gail Dines, who's like an anti-porn activist, and so she attacked me, and then all the channers from 8chan and 4chan come out, and they're attacking her back, and it's like this whole fucking thing.
Fucking
And she
war.
she blocked everybody. And she's crying. And so it's interesting because you would think you'd get more like the creepy stalker weirdo. porn
Yeah.
types. I don't get those. I love my social media followers. I
You don't
love
get
these
creepy
people.
followers?
No, I get rad.
in there.
No. If I get them, they're drowned out by like the 1,000 other cruel people.
the stuff that
like,
you're getting, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
my
The
main
creep factor's there, but the happy factor blows it away.
I get followed by all these technology, like gamer people who are like literally like gay men and straight women who are like, I'm not into your porn, but like let's chat gaming and technology, and we'll have these full conversations. And
Wow.
That's cool.
They think it's weird, and I think it's fun.
So what's your favorite kind of games?
Well, right now I'm like total filthy casual. Right now I've been playing Xbox.
Okay.
So, but like going back, I mean, I like Nintendo, like I like Atari, like I'm like old school like that, and
I play solitaire.
Nice.
Cool. Right now I'm playing Rise because it's totally derivative, but it's got gladiators, and I have a gladiator fetish. So yeah.
My son, who's 32 and still lives at home,
You just say that.
Wow, dude.
his room is like he's got the computer, the video deals, and he's just on the headphone and he's talking. I'm like
Does he
downstairs
know
and I
you
hear him
shoot
talking.
porn?
Oh yeah, he's helped me. So is my
cool.
wife, as a matter of fact.
Awesome.
They've helped. Yeah, I shoot content in my house. So
But is your son like it all going down? I need a
no,
camera,
it
I gotta-
doesn't faze him. Wow, it's like what I do.
But he
Not a
doesn't
big
want to get
deal.
in there and start knocking out scenes.
No, not at all. He's a bouncer. That's what he does. It's for a living, and
Nice.
so
Okay.
yeah, he's into the gamer thing, and
Wow.
Cool.
I have girls at the house all the time. Like Sunday, I had 6 girls running around naked in the
And
pool.
is he not just stoked?
Hey, Dad, I gotta go. Okay, man, take care.
There you go.
Coolest dad ever.
Yeah, coolest dad ever.
I did not know that about Rick Garcia. That's really cool.
Yeah, all my nephews and male members of my family just love what I do. All the female members just like hate me, but that's okay. I'm too old to give a fuck.
There you go. You've supported your family. You supported your hobby. You've.
I'll have to stop you there. As far as porn supporting anything, no, not for me. I don't work as often as I'd like to.
Okay.
I'm retired, so I literally do this because I love it and it's fun.
Yeah.
If I had to do this to pay my bills, I'd be skinny. So my wife
Or
had
you'd be fat from dollar burgers.
okay. Yeah, we're okay. My wife she just recently retired, and so
cool.
we're doing well as far as we were smart when we were kids. We
Cool.
build up our little nest egg, and so we're good. Any money I make in this business goes to new toys,
There you go.
new camera.
There you go.
Nice. Okay.
So
So you support your hobby that way.
absolutely, I'm very I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I overeat occasionally, but that's about it.
Nice.
So I enjoy what I do. I really do.
Cool.
Are we getting Martina's giving us our 1 minute?
1
I know she
minute
gave us the 5. I can
break.
feel the break coming
You
on.
can feel it. You've
I have
gotten
that
used to it.
nicotine urge. I'm like, oh, I need to cigarette in fucking 2 minutes. Shit. It's true. It's funny. I'm like,
He seriously power
And
breaks
she
it
holds
really
up the
fast
sign.
too.
And watch, we have a 4-minute break. I will suck down a whole cigarette and make it back on time.
Yeah, right before
It's so creepy. It's like my panic cigarette. How many minutes?
Vaping.
I made it 6 for you.
Oh, fuck yeah. The extended remix
She's so
for
good to you.
smokers.
She's so good to you.
Thank you. Now, Martina. Oh, we got to talk about Martina after the break.
Yeah.
We're like broadcasting all around the U.S. and Western Europe.
Yeah.
But we need to make Martina an American yesterday.
Yes.
Like certified real deal.
Her damn green card.
Dude, she's getting booted. That's
I know.
crap.
And Martina is a talented engineer, not only just here at Red Gorilla Network, but she's also helped out. We got her from Stage Red Studios.
We're not trying to whore her out or anything.
No, I'm just saying
'Cause I
she's
felt like I was
fucking
trying to do that.
amazing.
Yeah.
We love Martina.
So at the break, we're going to save Martina and get her an American husband.
Love you too.
Cheap.
Are you ready to take your music to the next level? Do you need music written for your commercial or film? Are you in need of a voiceover or ADR for your project? How about a music producer? Stage Red Studios has got you covered. Stage Red Studios is located in Burbank, California, and offers a professional creative team of producers, writers, and engineers to ensure your creative vibe is captured. Visit us on the web at stageredstudios.com or give us a call at 818-855-9210 to book your session. Get the Stage Red Studios experience.
World
world's finest smoke shop, Smokin' Heaven, has moved to sunny Burbank, California, right off Magnolia and Hollywood Way. Smokin' Heaven remains the only smoke shop in U.S. that guarantees to beat any price in U.S. or it's free. Made in U.S. guaranteed. We care about quality. Mention this ad and receive a free hookah. For directions and info, that's Smokin' Heaven on Yelp.com or call us at 310-754-5005 at Smokin' Heaven. That's 310-754-5005.
The Vintage Soul Project, an urban sound with a retro twist. Check out their new EP, arranged and produced by Robert E. Lee. Now available on iTunes. The Vintage Soul Project.
Make your shirts dope with an urban appeal? Then check out West West Clothing. Check us out on the web, first of all, at westwest.spreadshirt.com, where we got all the tight stuff. We got hoodies, t-shirts, coming out with a girls line called Shake That Bear. We got all the sizes for you. We got the slim small, the mediums, the tight larges. And then check us out on Instagram, BWestF50 or JWest199024 for those hot West West Wednesdays. That means that we're dropping a new article of clothing every Wednesday for the summer. Make it hot. So if you want it, you want to say something, you want those tight shirts, go to West West Clothing. westwest.spreadshirt.com. Tight.
Hey, what up? This is Derek Pierce, and when I'm not fucking all the girls you're jerking off to, I'm listening to Red Gorilla Network.
And we are back. Are we live?
We are live.
We are listening
We're
to
back.
Mercedes Carrera y Rick Garcia. Reba. And yes, I'm hoping this echoes in there, but it's not, so I just sound silly.
You just sound silly. So we've got Mercedes Carrera and Rick Garcia tonight.
Do you love the name Mercedes Carrera? It just screams
It rolls.
1982.
That's the year it was made.
If you're a porn fan, there was like Porsche Lynn and Porsche Carrera and Mercedes. The
And
first
Asia Carrera.
killer stripper I ever remember meeting, her name was Mercedes.
Mercedes.
And she had a fucking Tasmanian devil laughing at a cherry right above her clit. And we had fake ID, and we would sneak into the all-nude fucking shop with our own bottle of booze. And
There
they're
you go.
Buy your orange juice. You're like, fuck yeah, I'll take orange juice. And her name was Mercedes.
There you
I'll
go.
never forget that. And she's probably like 50 now.
Wow, really old.
So, stop. I'm just saying, like, God, you get to like 26 in porn, and people are like, oh my God, she's so old. Like, girls think that. They're like, I know performers that like get in when they're 18 and they're 26 now, and they're just like, oh my God, what do I do?
In porn years,
It's so competitive. It's like races,
Yeah.
horse racing.
What's the average time span that, when women start, then they leave?
Great question. Back in the day, which is 5 whole years ago, they had a solid 5-year career that could last a lifetime.
Okay.
Today, it's 3 months.
Really?
Rick and I were talking about that now, and you go to an event, and there's 40% of the room, and you're like,
don't know anyone.
who are these people?
Yep.
And they're like, who are you? And I'm like, I can't tell them I'm Chris King. I've shot over 6,000 seats for over 80 companies. I just tell them I'm the air conditioning guy.
Bend over.
Yeah.
Well, then you have exceptions like Nina Hartley, people like that.
Boom. Nina, who's I think 58,
Yeah.
Wow.
did a lecture at DomCon and showed up
Cool.
as a dominatrix like a fucking champion. Holy
And
crap.
still looks great.
Amazing
Awesome.
and friendly, and talk about the intellectual side
Absolutely.
of porn. Mercedes is that next connection, that next
I
generation.
feel like that with her, just doing the show so far for about 30 minutes.
You
I
know,
can see.
I can honestly
predict your
compare her to
future.
Jessica Drake because Jessica Drake is one of the most prolific, outspoken, intellectual college. She goes to different universities and lectures on sexuality.
Right. I remember you talking about this with Derek Pierce before, right?
Fucking believe. I mean,
Yeah.
but Jessica Drake is like the reigning heavyweight champ. She
Right.
has like panels of psychologists and psychiatrists and women's activists. at AVN during Adult Entertainment Expo.
Wow.
And I kind of looked at that a couple years going, man, who's going to take her place? Who's going to jump in that limelight?
And really hold
Mercedes
the torch
Carrera with that
for
same
women.
mentality of positive, intellectual, forward-moving, very modern, very hip goodness for the industry,
Right.
for lack of better words.
Okay.
I mean, we've got these girls that can like fuck every way and do all kinds of crazy scenes and have 1 million followers. What's that doing for your mind? What's that doing for the civilian
Exactly.
who buys this to move
Exactly.
forward in a good way?
And how are you staying away from that typical stereotype that we were kind of talking about before the break, where you're placed in a category and people don't consider you as anything else other than that,
Right.
and then they downgrade you?
When all your tweets are about how much weed you just bought and what nails you got on and who you're gonna bang next, and
Yeah,
how big a cream
yeah.
pie you took. But that's the world I'm used to. I'm used to that like insane rock star quarter-mile drag racer life.
Right.
So then to see this much intellect in the room, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
But the fans like it. That's the funny thing is that, I got people, early on say, no, don't talk about anything intellectual. The fans don't care. Just tweet your porn.
Oh, no, they
blah, blah.
absolutely
And
do.
you know what? I was like, you know what? That's boring. So if people don't want to follow me because of it, fuck it.
Yeah.
And you know what? There are a lot of people want to feel like they know you. Like
Exactly.
It
They wanna
expands
connect
the
with
market,
you.
It expands the world because there is that like creepy side, and the girls that do speak fluent creep. I'm
Yeah.
one of them. Yeah,
You
I don't
You're
know why,
creepo.
but, I've seen too much. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
But the intellectual side is so much more.
Appealing.
Yeah,
It
it's a
is.
breath of fresh air. It gives another perspective to an industry that I've seen, God, over 2 decades now.
Yeah.
So I've got a definitely skewed view of the industry.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way.
No.
But absolutely different. And when I hear someone like you talk about it with such positive, forward-moving thought, it really makes me grateful.
Well, it's all what you take out of it. I mean, anybody can be dropped into any place and time and then come away with, oh my God, I had the worst experience ever. Or like, for example, I had 5 hours of plane delays 3 days ago. So I could go, oh my God, it was awful. It was like a cattle car. I was delayed for 5 hours. So I could say, oh my God, there was a miracle of an airplane. I flew across the country, and 100 years ago that would have taken like 3 fucking months in a goddamn wagon train. So perspective, and I think people lose that, and everybody wants to focus on the negative. I say, let's fucking look at what works and let's point out what doesn't, and let's fix it.
Give her a job. You're going to be a director very soon.
Yeah,
I see it.
Oh, I
Very,
could
very
see
soon.
that.
In an intellectual, like an Adam and Eve kind of love, positive series.
And there's so many brilliant people in the industry, a lot of brilliant women too. Like I worked for Dana Vespoli the other day. She's
Wow.
fucking brilliant.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, and there's so many women like that. And that's, again, like the civilians go, oh, porn. And they imagine that this is all funded and directed by, these gross, like, mafiosos.
Yeah.
Smoking
Those
cigars.
just
and-
photographers.
But, that's the perception, and it's not true, And
No, it was absolutely.
yeah,
Come on. The world I grew up in was not the happy little polished, beautiful thing it is now.
And that's the thing, and that's why it bugs me when people still have that perception of it today in 2015. I wasn't around in '85 to know what it was, but I can tell you right now that I look at this and I go, this is really well regulated. So if we allow people from the outside who have a negative perception of us to regulate it away, we're doing the world a disservice.
There was so many years in the middle where there was so much money passing that everyone just was enamored by porn. Yeah. But that whole perception and that whole reality is completely different now. So what it's come out of the ashes is this, and I think it's a really beautiful thing.
That's when I first walked onto a porn scene, I thought, okay, I was bracing myself for the worst. I thought it'll be a bucket list thing. Like worst case, like it'll be a fucking bucket list. Like, yeah, I did a porno. It was crazy. And instead I walked out and went, that was like the most highly regulated.
Who was your first
shoot.
scene you shot for?
It was actually for Net Video Girls. But you know what? It was simple. It was to the point. It was a great shoot, great experience. Kind of like a casting couch kind of thing.
Oh.
But the regulation on it.
What do you mean the regulation?
Like
on
the paperwork and the IDs
yeah.
and the tests and all
okay.
that stuff that the people on the outside don't know. They think they grab these girls off the street and fuck them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not how it goes. I mean, there's testing, there's protocols, and there's all this shit that happens.
They
and
make
nobody
them
talks
fill
about
out
it.
20 pages and get
Yeah.
their ID and then bang the snot out of them.
But still, I mean, all that shit, and I've been on. By the way, I've been to mainstream castings where it is, hey, fucking suck my dick or you're not getting this job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's worse?
Yeah. I kind of I was roaming around through Netflix and I saw that Kink has a documentary on Netflix, and they kind of talked about a lot of how they are very regulated and the procedures and the steps that they go through. Even when the director is directing, there's a lot of breaks and just checking in and making sure that the actor or actress is okay with what's going on.
Kink deals with BDSM.
No, yeah.
And the rape issue and violent issue is right there, and they take it right to the limit, and they have to take those breaks to check in with that performer going, we're electrocuting your ass. Are you conscious? Are you cool? Do you like it?
Yeah.
And when the girl just keeps coming, going, yeah, more. Yeah. Okay, we keep shooting.
Yeah. And
some fold, some run away from it.
Yeah. There's also very empowering female directors that they have there, and I thought that was really cool.
Yes.
Who were very humble, very calm and collective. There was one funny scene though where a girl was hanging upside down, and there was this huge electric drill vibrator going in. And every time she come, she had to count. And she was hanging upside down. So she's like, 13! And, my God, it was fucking hilarious. But, the guys after, I guess she stopped counting, if I remember the documentary correctly. And so they stopped, and the guy's like, are you okay? She's like, yes, I'm fine. She's like, come on, I'm at 99 orgasms right now. Yeah. But I see... what you're saying with the regulation, from someone civilian or someone from the outside, especially with something with BDSM and from kink, you think it's like, okay, come in, she looks fine, let's have her do the job.
Wonderful
they're
company,
very
but
organized.
They've really got to watch their ass legally, because we've been through so many different legal stipulations in the last decade.
Right.
Because of the internet, because of the mass availability of it. It's not the old grab your sleazy movie, grab a sheet, plug in the projector kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or even stash your little VHS collection. Now the world's seeing it, and we've had so many different issues come up. We've got to be highly regulated.
Yeah.
We thought the 2257 ruling back in 2006.
Right.
That was the federal government wondering where we came up with $12 billion a year.
Okay.
Before that, they just couldn't understand where the money was.
Okay.
Now it's more regulated because we have so many more open cases of AIDS outbreaks.
Right.
And how fast a ban goes out and how companies are handling it. Even 5 years ago, it wasn't. It was under different control, different regulations.
Hush, hush.
Oh, my. 5 years ago, they wouldn't not report in the allotted amount of state time. So the state got involved and said, look, we have to know an outbreak within 48 hours, and now it's same day.
Right.
So whenever there's an outbreak and they shut down the industry, with a moratorium, it's instantaneous. That test goes bad right there, boom, it goes nationwide.
Okay. Mercedes, since you're into gaming and you have an engineering degree or background, what do you think, what would you predict for the future of porn?
Well, we were just talking about that on break, and I think that this is, if you look at porn in total right now and you look at what's popular, you see camming's really popular. Interactive experiences are really popular. So a lot of people are talking about Oculus Rift and, how to take a virtual experience and make it real. So I think what we're going to start seeing, it's just like cam girls are really popular and the 2A interactive, I think they're going to start making games that go to that. And there's some niche studios. There's actually a site called LouGamer.com.
Cool.
And they're, and they actually founded it in my honor. They're cool. Yeah, so they're doing reviews on different lewd video games. And so once that's going, they're going to start, there's a lot of Japanese games right now.
Right.
And they're moving towards creating, especially the indie houses. And this is why gaming has been under controversy lately, is the indie game developers are not getting the press that they deserve because of the press
Well, it's just like how it is with music.
Just like music.
Yeah.
And that's why the gamers threw a shit fit, and that was called Gamergate, because they all said, hey, you know what? We're proving that there's collusion here. These indie game developers that are talented are not getting any sort of press in favor of other ones that are doing each other favors. So let's change this. And this is why there's a consumer revolt right now. And so these independent sites are popping up, and it's pretty fucking cool to see. So I'd like to see that, move into the adult world.
Cool.
Whoa. Yeah, Rick and I are like,
I'm not a huge gamer, but I have a cousin who is.
I'm like, I don't even understand
My
the word
brother's a
collusion.
big gamer, too.
I seriously don't. I could be your father, and I'm like, what the hell's collusion?
And you didn't even smoke.
No.
I know, we're
sitting
sober
going,
this
I do
episode.
not have a job or hope for my life. Interactive gaming and sex. Wow. I dealt with big studios and big budgets, and holy shit, we're gone and dead. And try to get me a mainstream job. Hey, what have you done for 20 years? Shoot porn. Really? And they won't open the door.
Yeah.
That's it. When you did that, you can't go back to the real world.
And that's the stigma. That's what we have to change. That's the stigma. Because if people understood how it worked, then the mainstream would go, oh, it's basically like doing like indie films for 20 years. That's kind of what it's like.
Yeah.
In some instances, but sponsors, when big companies hear that you're involved in the adult industry, you are poisoned.
But that's because of their perception of the adult industry. That's exactly what I'm saying needs to be changed. Because if they understood that the adult industry functions the way it does, then they would actually recognize
It's
the
just
talent.
like, it's just like if you see someone with a tattoo coming in for like a big corporation job, you get judged.
Douchebag. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Druggy,
no.
crackhead.
I hate tattoos. They're
You see
disgusting.
Rick and you're like, holy shit, dude, this guy's badass.
But that was totally the thing, right? Like actually, even when I worked at corporate like 10 years ago, it was the thing. And now it's like everyone's like, tattoos. Like everyone has tattoos.
That's
No big
weird.
deal.
Accepted
Yeah.
now.
Right?
Yeah. It's just almost the same comparison. Do you want to whip out the wheel?
Holy fuck, that sounded naughty for me.
Wait, let's whip out your dead baby seal.
What did you get into?
I
here?
showered. I'm good.
There you go. All right.
There we go.
Okay, you want to spin it or you want me to do it?
You should do it.
I should do it? All right. So whatever it lands on, you can
I'm
pertain
hitting
it
either way
to
on the new camera angle's killing me. So.
you can pertain it to an experience you've had.
Once again, I can't read what those words say.
Hey, okay, what is that? Hold on.
I don't know.
Besides private part, what's the spot that gets you hot?
Oh.
Oh, so I'm a sapiosexual, the brain.
The brain.
I don't even know what that is. Is that what that means?
I'm educated. Yeah, sapiosexual is somebody who's
I'm thinking you're
who's
into
turned.
monkeys. Like, God damn.
I would never say that word and not think that ever again.
Sapiosexual. Can you
You just
not?
ruined it for me.
Come on.
Sapiosexual means brain.
And it just means
So
like,
what does somebody have to say?
Oh, I like people who are interesting.
I'm so out. I mean, I'm interesting, but I'm more dangerous.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm getting hot. I'm getting turned on over
She's
here.
getting turned on.
That's
She's
just,
breaking a sweat.
that's just fear.
It's just fear. All right, let's do another one. That's good to know. That's good to know. I think I spinned it too hard. There we go.
Spin it.
Spinned it. Sorry.
it. Ah, you
Spin
spinned
it.
it.
I'll spawn it. Okay. That one time you went down on someone and was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Who came up with that?
You gotta answer that one.
There's my spare
I've been married
keys.
40 years. So,
Or maybe when you were taking a picture and was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
well, I'm sure we've all been in those situations. Where you're going,
I thought it was like a,
break,
toothpaste ad.
shower.
Close that
God.
fucking thing out, sister.
Yeah, that's happened.
Oh wow.
Whoa,
Wow.
shit happens.
What did you do?
Literally.
Oh, we were talking about
Little
that last
blue
week
fleck off
with
the
Nick
side.
Manning.
No,
How?
turds.
Oh my
Turds
god.
happen. Oh,
Yeah.
Anal scenes. Wow.
Oh my god.
When a girl doesn't prep and she's got a little bit
What
left
is
up there.
okay? What is the process of prepping?
Process usually a day before of completely flushing everything out, drinking a lot of water, and then that same day of the
You
scene.
don't eat anything.
No, and take a ton of Imodium to just completely plug your colon up.
Oh my
So you
god.
always want to book your anal scenes. If you're doing 3 in a day, you want to book your anal girl first so she can get it, go, and have fucking sushi.
But as shocking as that sounds
Yeah.
on a set when that happens, no, you don't flinch.
We
Just
don't
break.
even care. No.
Break.
Okay, the
Wipe
one,
it. Yeah, wipe.
the one
Baby
time
wipes.
I did when the girl was, okay, she's getting banged, doggy anal,
God.
springs a leak. I tell the camera guy, clean up on aisle 5.
Mm-hmm.
She's so fucking high, she goes down, blows the dude, leaves a poo donut.
Oh, God.
I'm running sea light. Next thing you know, I'm puking on her foot. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, Merry Christmas.
Oh no! Oh no!
True
okay,
story.
let's do another one. Oh, poopy scenes. I can't deal with poopy scenes.
Hey, shit happens.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that-
literally.
Mark Davis used to say that all the time. Be totally cool. Nobody would freak out.
Yeah.
Would you ever be a part of a bukkake?
Oh yeah, no, I actually like that's something I want to do. Like I have a
Really?
scene
Cool.
set up in my head.
How many guys? How many?
Wait a minute. Does
so I
it say
wanna-
crew cocky up there?
That would actually be cool though. It's like the crew, like you set up like it's a crew, and then it's,
Yeah.
No, I want to do like a rooftop bukkake scene in in Paris because I just want to do that with a drone shot and like a jib, and I want to do a male talent from each continent. Yeah.
That sounds
Around the
awesome.
world. I want to do a gangbang.
Director of the year.
You just took something absolutely like wrong and turned it into like a beautiful Dorcel feature.
I know, right?
I want a nut from each continent with a jib and a fucking drone. In
World
Paris.
peace.
Okay, it's recorded here on Real Seduction. It's copyrighted. You can't take it. That's Mercedes Carrera's fantasy.
No, it's really gold.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Because we've always had this running joke. Her stage name is Bukake.
Nice.
B. And we always make the joke like, here's your center. There's your inner circle when you're about to nut. Your outer circle, where you're just kind of got wood, but you're not even close. And then the noodle ring all the way out back. And they literally work themselves in, and it's, a market, but it's really kind of disturbing because there's like 47
Well, if
dudes
it's like
nutting.
weird, gross guys that you're not attracted to, which most bukkake scenes are, then
because
yeah.
you can't pay like 47 guys a lot of money.
Does it have to be 47 guys? I mean, can it just be like 10 guys?
You could do as many as you wanted.
Yeah.
See, I was working for the director that would just go for numbers.
Okay.
Dude, we're going to fill this fucking thing like a goddamn arena. It's going to be a cavalcade of nuts.
Center.
Yeah. Fucking shoot it.
Oh, no.
We never got to any of your Twitter questions.
I have a ton of Twitter
We have
questions.
5 minutes left.
Okay, let's get on it. Let's get on it.
All right.
Thanks for waiting patiently, guys.
I've got too many, so those of you that I missed, I'm going to do an AMA soon, and then you guys can ask me
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
That's a Reddit thing, so you can
I
ask
don't know
me
what that
anything.
is.
I'm so old.
Reddit? Really? You
Can I
should
read
get on
about it
Reddit.
in the news? On what?
Reddit. I'll tell you about it later.
I'm still on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, Facebook is
Fucking stoked about the
fine.
Facebook.
Facebook is like family time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is now.
Yeah.
I had to clean mine totally out last year.
Yeah.
I have so many fucking questions here. It's taking me a second to find the beginning of it. Okay. There was out of everyone, male and female, who has the best ass. Fuck.
See, I thought she
know.
meant the room or in the universe.
That's a really, I don't know. I'm gonna say Bayonetta. Next.
There you go.
I say digital women.
Rick and I are going to have an episode where we talk about low tech.
We talk about starting fire.
Everything you said, I look at Rick like, you get it, bro? No? Me neither. Okay, cool.
We could have an episode like starting fires with flints. And
Real simple,
There you
yeah.
go. There
My
you go.
speed.
Cooking with fire.
that sounds like a good topic, though.
And we go on and on and on.
What's the next question?
All right. How often do you exercise? If so, what are the specific workouts you enjoy the most? What you guys?
I didn't know every
Well, I drove by the gym yesterday. Bastards.
So there's
I
no
woke
gym
up.
here.
I've been so busy because I have like 2 or 3 jobs, kind of, and then I go to school. And some of the jobs are here in the valley, and my school's in the valley, and then my other job's in Koreatown. So it's just like I haven't had that much time, but I do love to do a lot of Bikram or just yoga, and then do the treadmill stuff and floor mat stuff. What do you do?
Cool. Yeah, I like to weight train a few days a week. I hate cardio. I fucking hate cardio.
I hate it too, but I need to lose the extra weight, so that's what I utilize the cardio for. The yoga is just like my own pleasure.
Your own pleasure.
Yeah.
I should do more cardio, but I don't. Okay, how about this? Do you think we should explore more of outer space or have deep sea expeditions?
Ooh, I'm deep sea.
And there goes the Uranus question. But we've already talked about your first anal scene, so that's a little bit delayed, but we'll take it.
Right.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Outer space or deep sea?
What would your...
Deep sea.
Nice.
Yeah.
Former Navy, Rick Garcia.
There you go.
That's
Nice.
hot. Rad. Boom.
Yeah, boom.
Right there. What the fuck? I've never...
Well, then in that
Whoa.
case, thank you
I've
for your
never seen
service.
that
Happy
piece.
late Memorial Day to you, sir.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome,
It's a
right?
very beautiful tattoo.
Fuck
I
yeah.
actually drew these.
That's
Dude.
so
That is
cool.
nice.
What?
That's really nice.
That's awesome.
I've never gone, hey, bro,
What
let me
kind
see your
of thing? I
tattoos.
want to see a picture.
That's fucking cool.
Wait, did you
Whoa.
answer that question, Mercedes?
Oh, I'm gonna go with space because I always
Yeah.
go with space because I'm a big geek.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you
You're
go.
not a
I'm
geek.
taking a photo.
Boom, the Rick Garcia fucking tat. That's
oh,
cool.
oh, I've been having veterans on my YouTube channel. We've been doing conversations with veterans, so I've like done 3 episodes so far. It's really cool. I'm having vets on to
Cool.
talk about like their different experiences and PTSD and all kinds of interesting stuff.
I got a couple
crazy.
stories.
I totally. You should come on stream with me. That'd be great. We can talk about it.
There's streaming on YouTube?
Yeah, you can live stream, and then it records it, and then people can watch it like an episode.
That's
Yeah.
another thing I got to study and try to figure out.
No, that's iHeartRadio streams like
I'm
their
totally
concerts
thinking about
like
Alaska. Those dudes that just live out in the woods. 100-year-old rifle, they're like, well, we got to eat meat before it gets frozen.
that. We have time for one more question.
Okay, one more question. Let's see.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite philosophers?
Well, there you go. Oh God.
Sartre.
John Wayne.
John fucking Wayne.
Mine are mostly musicians.
That's cool.
I like Jim Morrison. A lot.
Philosophers.
I know, but to me, his
philosophy.
wording, because I've got a lot of his books and a lot of his poetry and stuff like that, and it's very inspiring to me. I think Leonardo da Vinci was amazing. Amazing. I have a whole book on all of his different inventions and the way that he thought and his interpretations. That's me.
I got Bugs Bunny. I mean, that's going up.
Go there.
There you go.
Very good. Mine are Emanuel Swedenborg and William James.
There you go.
Yeah, I met those guys yesterday. They're doing great. They got this cool little coffee shop down in West Hollywood. It's cool.
Like 300 years ago.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so if anyone wants to get in contact with you, Rick, do you have a website, Facebook, Twitter?
Twitter, Industry by Rick.
Industry by Rick, not Industry Brick.
Okay.
We're running out of
And
time.
for you, Mercedes?
Tell us.
At the Mercedes XXX.
Ta-da! Thank you guys for coming on to the show tonight.
Thanks for having me.
listening. Woo! Thank you for listening to Red Gorilla Network. Make sure to check us out at redgorillanetwork.com for more information on our shows, hosts, guests, and artists. If you'd like to be featured on a show, you may do so by contacting us at 818-855-9210. Thanks for listening. Red Gorilla Network, the Kong of casting, is broadcasted in Burbank, California. The content on Red Gorilla Network does not necessarily reflect the CEO, staff, host, guest, or artists on the station.